Okay, so for this last example, there's kind of some special properties that we have to know. Like, for instance, if I give you the area of a circle, if I give you the circumference of a circle, you may have to find the r value and then write the equation of the circle from there. So nothing too abstract, just taking a piece of information that we already know from middle school and applying it to what we're learning now. So it says we have a circumference equal to 16 pi. Well, the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and this should already be common knowledge, so hopefully for you it is. And now I just have to solve for the r value, because in my circle equation, I need the center, which is given to me, and I need the radius, which I do not know. So solving for this, if I have pi on both sides of the equation, I know that I can cancel out or divide pi out of the equation on both the left and the right-hand side. So then I have 2r is equal to 16. Divide by 2, r equals 8. Okay, and just plugging those into the circle equation, x, I've got a negative x or h value, so that's going to become x plus 6 squared. I've got a positive k value, so that remains negative k, or I always write that negative k. Don't do that. Squared equals r squared, which is 64. So not too bad, but just taking that concept of circumference. And I could also give you the area. Let's say if I gave the area was 16 pi, so you'd have to set your equation equal to pi r squared. Okay, and then this last part that I want to talk about real quick is we can prove where a point is on your circle. So if your point is on the circle, pick a different color, it's going to be laying exactly on the line. If your point is inside of the circle, it's going to be somewhere inside that circle, and outside, obviously outside. So if the left side of the equation equals r squared, like you have 6 equals 6 at the end, that means your point is on the circle. If your left side of the equation is less than r squared, that means you'd have like 4 equals 6. And that would tell me that this side, or this point that I would substitute in for the value, would be inside the circle. So you'd be plugging in your points in for 8 for x and y. So if I gave you is 2, -1 in, on, or outside the circle, that would become your x, y that you're substituting into the equation. And lastly, if the left side of your equation is larger than the right side, so it's bigger than r squared, that's like 10 equals 6, then that would mean that my point was outside. Again, I would give you a point, some x and y value, let's say like 3, 7, and you'd plug that in for x and y, and you'd see, is the left side bigger than the right side? And if it is, then it's outside. So just a few things. Make sure you practice your homework, and good luck.